Well, that's easy for you to say, lady. All right, welcome, welcome, welcome to everybody. And looks like we've got a special guest here. And wow, that's good stuff. Don't recognize him though. Hmm. We'll have to ask him who he is when we get to it. All right, today is day 598. That's right. Just two more Roblin lives, and we will have hit 600 consecutive Roblin lives. Ain't nobody got that record. All right. So it's day 598. It's Saturday, the 13th day of April, 2024. And you're on the Roblin Live Network presentation of Roblin Live and Ollie.
The Wonder Dog.
Two doggies. Well, hello, hello to one and all. Welcome to the Roblin Live Network presentation, as I mentioned, of Roblin Live and Ollie. The Wonder Dog with our topic tonight. Excuse me, software as a service. That's SaaS, if I might use the initials, on Passive's delivery mode. That's how we do it in On Passive, by the way. Featuring our favorite seafood in the world, not seafood, not grouper sandwich. It's Mr. Francis Tay, the seafood master from sunny Singapore. He'll be followed by community time, a bit of signing perhaps, depending on who all comes in from the deaf community, and a song by the one, the only, JJB Tin Man, also known as John Barilla. That's an AKA John Barilla, JB. And maybe, just maybe, we'll have a bit of After Hours with Rob and Lynn. What do you think of that? I think you guys went 4.5 hours last night. Woo, doggies, that was a long one. But you know what? It was good. After we got done with business, we took a little bit of pleasure. And we got to know some folks that we hadn't heard from before, from India and Pakistan and Bangladesh. It was all good. So that was fun. Now, please pray for Ash tonight and every night as you do your prayers for him and his wife Ashmahan and the boys Omar and Yusuf. And the reason for that is we all need prayer. They need prayer especially because they're on a mission for sure. And also remember the tech team, the media team, and the support team as well. John Burrill is is on YouTube. Hello to you, John. Hello to Sean Don, and hello to Roy Davies and Juanita Slack. Okay, I'll get back to business here if I may. Also, if you know of anybody who's ill, we had heard about Muhammad Kamal's mother, being ill, so we send out our love, light, and prayers her way. Okay, anyone else that we know of, anybody knows of, please let us know in the chat, and we'll send the prayer warriors out to work. We'll put them to work, sure as I'm sitting here. All right, we got a few announcements. If I may, please indulge me. All right, migration without hesitation. You know the drill there. If you haven't migrated, it's most of us migrated in September or right around September or before. And so we were ready to rumble when OConnect got kicked off. All right. Sign the NDA and the affiliate agreements, of course. Log into the OES and check your profile. Make sure the profile matches what says on the state ID. If you would, also check for the ticker and any updates, pop-ups in the back office, please. Check out the OnPassive YouTube channel. It's a dandy, and there's postings there each and every day and night. Check out the OnPassive newest website, if you would. Check out Muhammad Nazal, if you don't mind, and his X blog, etc., his comments, etc., maybe a video or two. Attend webinars and chats as time permits. Keep in mind, as Red Redfern has said several times now, he expects big things between the 25th of April and the 30th. Now, do we know for sure big things are coming during those days? We don't. But we're just kind of refreshing our memories and going back to see that that's something that Red has said now several times. So Red, hope you're right, brother. We hope you are right. Know someone who needs help with anything on passive? Well, you know the drill by now. Helping one will help each and every one of us. It'll help us all, okay? Hop on an OConnect whenever time allows. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? What are you saying, Mickey? What are you waiting for? All right, so what are you waiting for? So you want to cash in on some apples? Only way you're going to do that is if you subscribe to the products or product, I should say, since we have only one paid for product these days. OConnect. All right. Now, our topic for the evening is one of our Sifu Francis Tay, one of the ones that Francis has spoken on before, and one that is deeply embedded in our ONPASSIVE movement. But things keep changing on a daily basis, and we want to bring you today's news today, because that's how we roll at Roblin Live. So while the AI and the AI is embedded deeply, so is SaaS. Okay. Also known as software as a service, folks. All right, all right, all right. All right, so we're going to bring on Francis in just a moment. I just want to say a few things about, I call it SASE, but SaaS, also known as software as a service, and with a spot of ONPASSIVE's delivery mode. Okay, what actually is software as a service? I'll be very brief here because we want to bring Francis in. It's a software licensing and delivery model where software is licensed via subscription basis, and centrally hosted. All right. Another name for SaaS is on-demand software, which you've heard of. Sounds like ONPASSIVE to me. Web-based software sounds like a little bit of ONPASSIVE to me. And web-hosted software really sounds like ONPASSIVE. So all definitions for what ONPASSIVE has to offer the planet. Now, the business model is specific to the cloud, and we talked about the cloud just the other night, along with the infrastructure as a service and platform as a service within SaaS. Now, just what are the key points? I just want to mention a few key points before we bring Francis on. First off, SaaS, the applications are centrally hosted, which we mentioned, managed by the software provider, not by each individual, rather than being installed on our customers' own computers. Okay, good stuff. The applications are accessed by users through a web browser or a mobile app. And we know most of you within ONPASSIVE are on mobile phones. So you're going to be using the mobile app, and it's improving every day for sure. All right, look at the picture tonight. It's crystal clear. The backgrounds are crystal clear. I believe the audio is clear as well. Okay, now, the SaaS provider, such as ONPASSIVE, has the responsibility for operating, managing, and maintaining the software and the underlying infrastructure to make sure that things don't go haywire. Now, one of the things that comes with SaaS is speed. Oh yeah, that's how we like it here at ONPASSIVE. We speed, from which all things operate at lightning speed. Okay, if you hadn't noticed, when you click on anything ONPASSIVE now, especially in OConnect, it moves. It doesn't just sit there. It pops, just like the website pops, and that is good stuff. So we know you've probably heard of some of the projections surrounding the ONPASSIVE movement. You've heard the term thrown around, unicorn. You've heard the term super unicorn. But let us lay a biggie on you right now, shall we? The SaaS market is projected to grow. Now get this, to over, Francis, you're going to have to fact check this one. 300 billion by 2025. 300 billion. Now, I thought that was a misprint. I mean, there's only 8 billion on the planet, but they're saying there'll be 300 billion users by 2025.
$300 billion, the market cap.
Oh, you know what? That makes sense. That is what it is. It's not users, it's the market cap. So there'll be about $300 billion available. And guess who's going to get their fair share? That's right, OP to the rescue. How about we have a portion for ONPASSIVE? Let's just say 20%. So 20% of 300 billion is 60. Oh boy, $60 billion. Wow. So believe it or not, that's just 1.5 years away. So let's get going, shall we? All right, now you know the basics. I kept it simple. We'd like to bring on the one and only Sifu Francis Tay from Singapore. I'm going to introduce, give a little background on him from what I can remember, and I've just about got it down pat. He started out after his university work with being a missionary. From a missionary, he owned a bookstore. After bookstore, he was in the record business or the recording business, music business. And after that, he just kept going and going and going, just like the Energizer Bunny. And he's got his very own transportation company.
There it is.
Oh, there it is.
Boat builder.
I forgot about the boat builder.
Bookseller.
And a coffee shop owner. Oh, doggies. Francis, and currently a transport company owner. Kind of like what I used to do. All right, now, know the basics. And now, without further ado, here's Sifu Francis with the meat and the potatoes of SaaS. Bring it on. Welcome, Francis.
Good morning. I want to apologize. I don't know what happened to the laptop or my computer. It doesn't allow me to download this background software as a service. You see my screen, I went in and out to clear cache history and then reboot again. It doesn't allow me. You see, the file is existed. I already downloaded the file, so I just don't want to busy myself. I was coming to hear you first. Good morning, everyone. It's always good to be back in this family, in this community of Rob Lin Live. And today I'm given a very, very important subject, where every one of us as an ONPASSIVian, we are sitting on a gold mine business model called SaaS by this company called ONPASSIVE. Right. So SaaS, as Brother Rob had mentioned, is a software as a service. So just remember, do not change the acronym. Software as a service. There are also platform as a service and infrastructure as a service. So ONPASSIVE is all in. They have all the three acronyms, But for us as affiliates, founder affiliates, now with the subscription that we are involved in, we are called the SaaS company with the subscription business model, right? With the subscription business model. So there are a lot of company in the world today are moving into the subscription business model. Then we can discuss about it. So why software as a service? In the early years, that when we go to Microsoft or Google or any software company, they usually expect us to buy a CD-ROM, right? A CD-ROM, download it, and then then you have version 1, version 2, 1.1, 1.2. So every time there is an update, you need to go and download, right? Download. Today, you don't need to do that anymore. Today, we have the this so-called this model SaaS that we can download from the data center. That's why if you remember in the early years, ONPASSIVE start off with we are going to do our own data center. Remember that because we need a data center for this operation. It's a humongous operation. So to prepare for the future, ONPASSIVE started on the right foot. Knowing that we are going into this SaaS model, we need something to back up instead of depending on a third-party data center. Right? So let me just share screen now so that you can follow what I say. Apologize for not using the host virtual background. You see the screen? So
Yeah.
what is SaaS company? SaaS will stand for software as a service. Is software that you can access via your internet. So every time you get like the mobile apps, the OES apps or OConnect apps, you are told to go to download from the internet, whether it is from Google Store or Play Store. So this is the concept now that you don't need to go and buy or purchase a CD-ROM. So now when you hear a company say that you can download from this browser, so that means this company is a SaaS company. From the browser without the need to download it onto your computer. Okay. So there are many companies now moving into this one that we can share later on. Okay. So SaaS company is a type of organization that use software to deliver a service to customer, right? This company like ONPASSIVE are responsible for creation, development, hosting, and continuous updating of the software. So you see, lots of you who are here for 5-6 years, you know that the development of the company ONPASSIVE, right? When they talk about software, they talk about 50 products, all this, right? So we are creation. We are the creation company. We are also development company. We are also the hosting platform. So these are all inclusive in ONPASSIVE. So there's a lot of things to do, and we as a layman doesn't need to bother about this. We just understand how company operates. Now that we know it's a SaaS model, right? Even within the SaaS model, there's two types. One is business to customer, which is us, business to customer, B2C. The other one is B2B, which is the business model. The company, they need to have tailor-made customized model, whatever the needs of the company. So whether you are insurance or you are hospital health or you are accounting. So the SaaS model, B2B, is able to send a Q&A question to the company who request inquiry and let them fill in the form. Then the company can tailor-make, customize their needs. This is business. So as you know that we are on subscription, so it's a different model. Okay? So those of you who are in the early years, you also hear that some of the product certain organization have already purchased for for their organization, especially the government. Okay, so one key advantage of SaaS business is their ability to reach a wide global market without additional cost when scaling their operation. So this is the beauty of a company like ONPASSIVE, who also going to have their own data center, right, which is able to scale up to big operation, like worldwide operation, whichever country they may be. Now we have over 200 countries that is part of the family of ONPASSIVE. So you can see that it's just a software. It's just one time. You just create it, cost effective. Right? You create it, no need to have any additional cost. But you can spread out the software for people to download, or people to download from the browser. No need to send them any products. So this is why more and more businesses are now looking for this product software, so called SaaS. So I believe ONPASSIVE is also coming up with this their own programming of something to do with SaaS, so that they can also offer, because SaaS basically is a CRM, customer relationship management, offer it to the new businesses that, right? So SaaS business model usually come as a subscription-based service. Subscription-based. You see there are, I mean, you're very familiar with some of the regular, where the user pay a fixed amount, monthly, quarterly, or annually for using the software. We already started already. OConnect is currently offered to us as quarterly. So probably at a new launch, we may have monthly or annually, depending on what the user prefer. Right? So all the user data are kept in SaaS provider data center, right? So it's kept in our own data center for security purpose. But our email services that we use, like Omail, Gmail, Yahoo, are probably the best example of SaaS company. So now you know Gmail, Google or Yahoo, they have their own. They are also in this platform, the software as a service. Like you don't hear Google ask you need to purchase a new version. This costs you how much? No, right? So, and also the SaaS model, when they ask for update, when they ask you to go and update, usually you do not need to click update. It's automation. The update of the software like OConnect of OES should be automation, right? That is why our subscription is also automation. The software itself will automate for you. So sometimes you hear people say that, please go and update, click here, click there. I sometimes confuse myself. We are on SaaS model, unless there is a half, which is unlikely. We are not buying CD-ROM or any product to install to update. We are asked to update. Update should be automation. So in case you are confused, how come our OConnect is installed with certain feature without us updating our version, whether our OConnect is on version 1 or 2, is already updated for you, right? Tomorrow you go in, you have this new feature of this video camera bandwidth, whether it's clear or not clear. All these are already updated for us. We don't need to buy another software CD-ROM to go download. So this is part of the whole concept of what is SaaS for. Okay. Let me give you a few examples of the SaaS company like Salesforce. Is a SaaS company. Salesforce offer a customer relationship management, a CRM platform, enhancing sales, customer service, marketing, automation, analytics, and application development. So if you want to set up a new company and you have certain requirement, you can write to ONPASSIVE. Just tell them what is your company business about, right? And lay out what you need. Right? If you are an insurance company, then you can ask ONPASSIVE. This is the insurance company. Most likely the CRM model will come in, and then you need a customer service, you need marketing. All this ONPASSIVE can tailor make for you. Remember, the website say we are here to enhance your business, right? So this is why our platform ONPASSIVE, they have a variety of needs that you need. You will require, website creation. They have a website portal for you. Zoom is also a SaaS company. It provides video conferencing software over the internet. So don't have to buy a CD-ROM, allowing user to host, participate in virtual meeting. So the software itself is accessible from anywhere with an internet connection, right? Aligning with the software as a service model, right? Zoom is probably everyone know because you already know OConnect. So the next one is a Netflix. It's also a SaaS company. It's cloud-based service, meaning the user can access it from anywhere with an internet connection. It is delivered on subscription, right? Basis, meaning the user pay a money or annual. So it's like ONPASSIVE. When we say you get into win it, right? So you're telling you, if you want to use a software, if you want to host a software or host the OConnect, you need to pay for the subscription. You need to subscribe, right, to get into the operation. Okay. Finally, what is the benefit of using a subscription model in SaaS? Of course, it's a cost benefit, right? No upfront hardware cost and flexible payment methods such as pay as you go model. So this is like we are all subscriber, right? We don't need to buy all this hardware to set up the data center, set up the computer, whatever hardware you need. The company is a done deal for us, right? It costs effective, and we don't need to pay all these things. We just pay for the service. Right? We pay for subscription to get our business going. And then, of course, in ONPASSIVE, we also can get rewarded for using the product. Okay. Lastly, the scalability. Easy to scale a solution to accommodate changing needs. Okay? So you can see that when we have 200 over country using the same product, it costs one time. If you develop a software like OConnect, right? Develop one time and 200 country can use it. It's cost effective, right? It's very cheap to get a product, and every country 1.4 million can come in. Can you see the max? And what more if this 1.4 million share with their own friend or family? Like it's a multiplication thing. Like cost effective. It's a very big dream that we can have. And finally, the data storage. Data is routinely saved in the cloud, and analytics, access to data reporting and intelligence. This is an important thing to note. Is the reason why ONPASSIVE need our own data center. We do not want to be hostage by third party. Then once our market get bigger, and bigger, then we do not want to be hostage by the so-called the service provider. by the third-party service provider if we do not have a data center. If our data kept in a third party, and now we are faced with that problem. Right? So it's a good news when you hear our CEO Ash Mufara say we will have a couple of data center, because of the bandwidth. So not only we have a big data center, whether is it in Dubai or in the US, we will have a mini data center all over a certain zone, country, to help the expedite the connection, internet connection. Because as we know that even though we are using the third-party data center, some of the country in the Africa, India, or PNG also have difficulty to download. So if the data center is near that area, so it's also good for them and also safe in terms of security. So to conclude about the cream of the whole thing, why the subscription model is good for ONPASSIVE, especially for us. If you compare to the competitors like Google, like Shopify, or other Netflix, remember our subscription model is a recurrent subscription, and we are also allowed to bring in our friend, right, to participate that, and we also get an so-called commission, right? And if it's a recurrent, so we know that every month your friend had to also pay for the commission, pay for the product, right, to subscription. So whenever if you have 100 people in your network, recurrent, every month they still need to subscribe to use the OConnect or other tools. So it's a very beautiful set of business operation to have a subscription model with a recurrent built-in, that everyone need to subscribe because we need to use the OConnect. We need to subscribe because we need to offer the hosting to people. So it become a business model that is a lifelong, it's a long-term thing, right? So those of you who are in ONPASSIVE, congratulations, welcome to the family. Thank you. Rob.
Thank you, Sifu Francis. Who's in charge of resounds? Let's have a drum roll, please. All right. Yabba dabba doo. Very nice, Francis. It's amazing how right off the bat, ONPASSIVE is deeply embedded, or SaaS is deeply embedded in how ONPASSIVE's doing things. The subscription model is the way to go. Genius, absolutely genius, in my humble opinion, I would say.
Yeah.
And we thank you for embellishing on just the points that I had made, and it all sounds too good to be true in a way. This $300 billion in market share for the world, that seems like a lot of money, Francis. But you know what? We'll take 10%. We'll take 20%. Hell, we'll take 50% if we have to. If they need us to, we'll just build another data center. That's all. Simple. Not a problem at all. So as the days move on and we get closer to the 18th, where there's supposed to be some announcements, and then the 25th to the 30th, which Redfern seems to think there's going to be some major announcement, which we'd love to see. And it's exciting stuff. What do you think, Francis, of OConnect, the way it comes out now in terms of video and audio quality? What do you think?
About what?
What do you think about the quality that we've already got with ONPASSIVE's OConnect? For example, perfect example is tonight. I mean, the virtual backgrounds look wonderful. Me not shaving, you can tell I got nothing but gray in my beard. So I think it's exciting stuff.
Yeah, we are going to the top anyway. Even before launch, you can see the last few days we have the video camera adjustment preview. That one it will blow everything away. It's so sharp, as you say, you can tell whether you have shaved this morning or not. It's so
Or
sharp.
2 days ago.
Yeah.
Well, all right. We thank you, Francis. You always explain it so well and so easy to understand. And I think what we'd like to do, we're right at 8:45, which is when we usually like to start our what you call it. What do you call that? I call it community time. That's what it is. Lynn, do you want to explain how we're going to do community time? Oh, wait a minute. We didn't say a few hellos.
Yeah, you go ahead and do that.
Well, let me do that. I'm on YouTube. I know I don't look like I'm on YouTube, but I'm on YouTube and I'm here. Let's say hello to Frank Rowe, Jamuna Bahari, and Michael Chatta, of course. Michael, thank you very much for the ticker and all you do with being a monitor in the chat. And you're just everywhere, Michael, and we appreciate that very much. And the emojis that you put together really make sense and really just pop off the page. I see some popcorn going by right now. Look at that. There it goes. All right. Now let's also say hello to Medina. And I mentioned Frank Rowe. Habib Boer is here. Rayo Shaheb is here. Sadananda Das is here. Frank Rowe, and thank you, Francis Tay, for that super sticker.
Thank you.
That's the advantage of me being on YouTube. I can see when these things do happen. We appreciate it, brother, from our hearts to yours. Thank you, brother. Okay, let's continue with Kim Mills and Emmanuel Onaguli. Hello, Emmanuel. We're glad you're here. All right, who else is here? Come on now, talk to me. Oh, they can't talk to me. Okay, listen to me then. DS Nayak is here saying hello to Frank Rowe and others. And that may be it for now from here. So over to Lynn. And who's here in OConnect, Lynn? Were you ready for that, or do you want me to do it?
Maybe you do it for now.
I'll do it for now. All right, let's say a few hellos. Let me find out. There's that. And, of course, we want to say hello to Chris Tiazone and Francis, of course. And there's Nora. She's here. Hello, Nora. Whoa. Didn't we see her this morning on OES India? I think we did, or at least heard from her. And Mohammed Rizwan is here. Fern LaHoya is here. LaHoy. LaHaye. Going to need to get better glasses. I go for an eye exam on May 6th, so we'll see what the doctor can come up with. Shari is here, and Onaloni is here. Onaloni is here. Greg Miller is here, of course, and Mohammed Ashraf Ansari is here. Isabel Bailey, Michael Chatta, of course, Catherine Frierson. If I got that right. If I didn't get that right, you can beat me with a wet noodle tomorrow. Not tonight. I'm busy tonight. Ramesh is here. As I said, Shari is here. Oh, look at all the folks from India. I love it. I love it. Onaloni, as I mentioned. Greg Miller. Let's see who is. Cecil Weir in the house from the deaf community. We love you, Cecil. Glad you're here, brother. And let's see, Krishna is here. AJ is here. Les Hudson in the house. All right, Les. And Abdullah Raz Shaikh is here. There's Catherine again, Michael Chatta again, Isabel Bailey, and Keiko Hoshina. All right, Keiko from Japan. We're glad you're here as well. There's Gregory Hill. Greg Hill, the gift master, is here. And now let's see, let me say it right. Venkatola is here, and Petapali, both Petapali D and Petapali A are here, and there's Dawn and DL. So there you go. We've had a few hellos. We'll continue to do that as we go. Let me go back to where I can see what in the world I'm doing. What are you doing, Robbie boy? Right, all right, all right. There it is. And for those of you golfers around the world, it looks like there's been a lot of changes. People are just beating themselves up because of the winds and the golf ball on the, being so tough to control in those high winds. I'll have a report tomorrow after the winter. Today I watched it a little bit, but had other things going on, believe it or not. So we took Ollie for a ride today, didn't we? All right. I remember that. It was fun. All right. Now, without further ado, I think it's time that we have Miss Nakamoto open up the Make Me a Speaker. I call it a link. It's not really a link. It's a little guy with a speaker hanging out his ear like this, or like this. No, really like this. And you just click on that little man, and that little man will bring you to Lynn Nakamoto, and Lynn will bring you to the panel. Now, we've had as many as 38 on the panel. We'd like to at least do that well tonight. If not, hey, that's okay. We're just feeling good about where we are. Now, we'd like to say thank you to Guyana from Brooklyn, New York. As luck would have it, he happens to be our favorite monk in New York City. And in fact, actually our favorite monk around the globe, because the last monks that I had dealings with at the Benedictine Military School in Savannah, Georgia, they still use the ruler on the knuckles. And I was not a fan of that, but I was subjected to it more than once, let's say, for talking in class or whatever else. So I know, Guyana, you don't do that. You're a peace-loving guy, unlike these guys that were my teachers in high school. So
I think that's like days gone by. I don't think they do that now. We don't want to make people.
Well, what are you trying to date me in terms of how old I am? Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
this is back in the 50s and 60s.
Yeah, we don't want to judge.
I'm not judging. I'm just saying it hurt like the dickens when they nail me on the nails or on the, what do you call those, knuckles. At any rate, we better move along here. I'm getting in trouble. I feel an elbow coming real swiftly here. So without further ado, Lynn, open up
All right,
the
come on down, folks.
speaker. And I'll greet each one of you. Come with your questions too. We'd like to throw a few questions around.
All right.
Bring it on yourself. All right, here we go.
All
Who's
right.
first up?
First up is Melanie Marcano.
Double Mel in the house. Melanie Marcano. She's becoming a trainer extraordinaire, Francis. We've heard her. We heard her a little bit on OES India. We've heard her here. And I'm hoping she and Lynn will give me a night off one of these days. And they can just take it from here. You can have the prompter, Mel. You can have it all. And I'll just take a back seat where I belong. All right. Who else is here, Lynn?
Next we have Patricia Green.
Pat Green in the house, and we know her as Dorothy. Dorothy is here from Kansas.
Next we have John JJB Tinman.
The Tin Man is in the house. JJB Tin Man, John Barilla. John, if you can hear me, will you be doing a song tonight, brother?
Yes, I will.
All right, Johnny. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, you didn't shave either. I'm not the only one that's looking a little rough. Woo-hoo, doggies, look at you. All right, that's cool. That's cool. Hey, that's what happens when you get in your 70s. You know, shaving is not a daily option anymore. All right, who else is coming?
We got next Guyana.
Guyana is here, of course.
Welcome, Guyana.
All right, who else?
We have Fern LaHaye.
Fern LaHaye in the house, coming to the panel. All right, all right, all right.
Yes.
If anyone needs the virtual background, we're going to share that with you in just a few minutes. What do you think of that? We'll do a...
Good evening. Namaste, sir. Namaste.
Namaste. Hey, namaskar.
Namaskar. Namaskar. Good
Good
morning.
to see you, brother. Thank you for that super sticker. Very kind of you, sir. We love you. Love you right back.
Thank you for the
Thank
super
you.
sticker.
I am very grateful to you, sir. Thank you.
We're equally as grateful, if not more. You
Thank
bring a lot of good stuff to the panel. We appreciate you.
Thank you very much, Kiana.
All right, who's next?
Next, we have Gregory Hill.
Gregory Hill, the Giftmeister, is here.
Yes.
Captain Giftster is here. Ooh, doggies. All right. I see Fern. Hello to you. There's Greg Hill. And let's see who else is coming.
We have now Dawn Swihart and her husband.
Dawn and DL, come on down, please. We're glad you're here. Hello, Greg. Glad you're here, brother.
Next, we have Cecil Weir.
Cecil Weir is in the house. All right, Cecil, thank you for being here. Glad you're here. I'm just checking the YouTube to see what's happening. Looks like we got 47 on YouTube. Can that be? Ooh. Wow.
Yep.
That makes 100 already, kids. We got 53 here and 47 there. Ooh, what do you think about that, everybody? Woo, doggies. All right, and as you heard earlier tonight, I mentioned we're at show 598. We got number 600 coming up on Monday. So if I last until Monday and don't get fired, we'll have our 600th show on Monday. All right. Anybody else coming?
Yes.
Let's hear it. Who?
Armin Hogue.
Who? Armin Hogue in the house. All right, Armin, come on down, brother. Armin Hogue. Yeah. And who else other than Armin?
We have Keiko Hoshina.
Keiko Hoshina from Japan. Hello, Keiko. We're glad you're here. Glad you're here. Who else?
That's it for now.
That can't be it. We've got slots open.
Yep.
Who else is here?
Get people to come then.
All right. Come one, come all, everybody.
And we want to say thank you to Vavine Benny for her super sticker. She's in our YouTube chat.
Vavini, that's very kind of you. Thank you very much. I see her on YouTube. I was just about to say that, but thank you very much,
And
Ms.
she
Nakamura.
says, love your work, Rob Lynn.
Thank you very much.
Thank
We love you, Vavine. Thank you.
Appreciate
And we're
it.
here looking forward to our next PNG webinar whenever that's coming up. We'd love to do another one if we're invited. That would be fun, fun, fun. Now that Daddy took the T-Bird away. All right. I see Keiko. Hello, Keiko. Glad you're here. Good. I guess it'd be good morning in Japan, right? Or good afternoon?
It's morning.
It's morning there? Okay. What time is it there now?
Now around about 10 o'clock a.m.
10 a.m. So you're 11 hours different than us. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you would say
Got it. 11 hours.
おはよう
Ohayo
ございます。
gozaimasu.
おはようございます。
Gozaimasu.
元気ですか？
Genki desu.
いや、
Sorry.
私もです。
No, keep going. Hey, I'm tuned in. I don't understand the word you're saying, but hey, that's cool.
All right. Next,
Greg and his Japanese, look out now. Multi-talented guy. I like it. Anyone else coming?
yes, we have Shiv Singh coming in.
Shiv Singh is coming to the panel. He's from India, right?
Probably.
I think so. All right, who else is coming? Come on down, Shiv.
Patience is here.
Patience is here. All right, Patience, we're glad you're here. Ooh, doggies, the panel's filling up. We got 4, and 4 is 8, and 5 is 13, 14, 15, 16 so far. Come on now.
And we have Armin coming in again.
All right, Armin's going to come in again. Hey, Armin, if you would, if you're on 2 devices, mute one of them
And keep it far away from you.
and keep it, a distance away. But just use whatever device you feel most comfortable with, either the i14 Pro Max or the laptop you've got,
He says
brother.
he can use the laptop, but the sound is, he prefers the laptop, but the sound or volume is too low. So he
You
depends
do
on
whatever
his
you want,
phone
Armin.
For the volume, I guess, is what he's trying to do.
Right. Okay, Armin, you do whatever you want, brother. You're flying the airplane.
Okay, and that's it.
All right, that's it for now. Okay.
Thanks a lot, Rob and Lynn. If I can interject, I want to thank you very much. I want to say hi to everybody. Thanks a lot, Francis. Sorry I was late this morning. Good to see you, Greg and Keiko. You guys are amazing. Thanks
All right,
Mel,
on.
Fern, bye. Hey, I'll put a mask on. Bye. Thanks.
All right, all right. We'll have you say a few more hellos a little later. We got a few people that are likely going to raise their hand, right, Pat? Right, Mel? Right, DL and Dawn? Here's the old, come on now. All right, so we're talking tonight about software as a service, and I call it software as a subscriber service because you know what? It's all about subscribing. And what better place for us to be right now, right here, with a subscriber service? That's going to take on the world. It's going to be the biggest thing since Wonder Bread. When they remember Wonder Bread, John, in New York with the balloons on the side of the wrapper, that was all over the country, I think. And so, that all being said, let's scroll up and down the list and see who's going to be next to bail me out here. Somebody's got to bail me out. Yes, I'll be happy to suggest. Tell us what you think, how you'll use the subscriptions of ONPASSIVE through the SaaS. How are you going to? What are you going to do? Are you going to go just OConnect? You're going to go to OTrim? Are you going to go to OTracker? You're going to go to Academy? You're going to pick one? You're going to have three? Just what are you going to do? And the nice thing is it's all right here in the OES. That's pretty darn cool. Let's go to Mel. Mel, you're up.
Thank you, Rob. Good night, Rob, and good night, Sister Lynn, and everybody else. Francis, thank you. With SaaS, software as a service, within the ONPASSIVE ecosystem, for what it costs out there, like if we were to do it on our own, it would be of high cost. I know that for sure, for a fact. You know, referring to where I work, you know, the cost of these softwares, they are not easy. They're really very expensive. So we are in ONPASSIVE, and it's going to be given to us at a reasonable cost. And I intend to get as much as I can. Once I have the money, once I have enough to get it, I intend to get almost the full package, whatever it is, because that's going to be a business for each and every one of us. So that's my new business. So I will definitely, whatever comes my way, I will try my best. And
All right.
and it's going to be cost effective. It's going to be paid on whether we want it monthly or quarterly or yearly, whichever one, whatever our pockets can hold, then it's a good thing in ONPASSIVE.
That will be nice to whether it be on a quarterly or monthly or semi-annual or even an annual basis. It's all going to be good. I mean, to have those options is special. Very nice. Let's go now to Dawn and DL. Go ahead, kids.
Okay, got okay. Thanks, Rob. Appreciate it. Hi, Lynn. Everybody on the panel, also in the chat as well. As far as the ONPASSIVE goes, I'm going to get every product that they come out with, no doubt about it. That's going to be my software as a service. I'm going to get every one of them. Some of them may be used, some of them may not. I think the OConnect will definitely be in use, the OTracker in particular, and the OTrim initially to start out with, as far as I'm concerned. But I'll be looking at them all, to be quite frank with you, especially the O-Domain and the O-Verify as an option also. So I'm really excited about it all. OConnect, obviously, in the last few weeks in particular, has really gotten streamlined, really good. So appreciate the tech team and Ash putting this out here. This is awesome stuff. Back to you, Rob.
All right. Are you anxious to get into this O-Domain? I think that's one of the next things coming.
I am indeed. I'm ready. I've already got some names picked out, so I'm ready.
That's good stuff. And the nice thing is they may suggest a domain, but you can use your very own as long as it's not something that's already taken. So that's good stuff. That is real good stuff, actually.
Absolutely.
Right.
I appreciate that. Also, naughty for your wife there, Greg Hill. So prayers.
All right. How is she doing, Greg? You better? Is your wife doing better, Greg?
Actually, today she's feeling very good. Thank you very much. And thank you, Don and DL, both. This family is just, all I can say, totally awesome. I called when I was in the hospital with her. And I mean, I was looking at our messenger, and I know that Don and DL believe as I do. So I asked, I told them what was happening, and they said they would pray for her. And that's a great thing. She came through her situation real well. She has just a very mild case of gastritis with a hiatal hernia.
Oh.
So that's about it. She's up and hungry. So
Chef Boyardee, you better get cooking there, Chef Hill.
did. Tonight I cooked her some okonomiyaki. We had a little miso soup, and she's all happy. So I think she's watching YouTube somewhere in their bedroom, probably.
Now, I like miso soup.
And I forgot to mention the Ohio Gozaimasu to Keiko.
Yes.
All right.
Can I say I'm sorry I missed the Francis Tay today. I had to go to work and actually make money today. So I missed your show today. I really wanted to see it. So all I could think about is, what are you talking about? So I missed it, and darn it. But anyway,
Well, guess what? You can catch the replay. You can catch the video recording in the OES classroom in ONET.
Yes, sir. If I can just find the time.
You never have to. That's what I like.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to actually watch some of these Roblin lives from days gone old. See if we've got stale. All right.
I can tell you this, I'm not going to upload anything tonight, because when I did that last night and it blocked me, that's the weirdest thing I ever went through. So I will not be uploading anything until I know that something's right here. I'm not even going to try to put a background picture on, because I don't know what's going on here, why that happened. I know Chris Tyzone said he was having some issues, but then he said that Chrome was working pretty good for him. Still some glitches. Anyway, thank you. Love you all.
Thank you. Love you right back, brother. All right. Who's next? Come on now. Talk to me. Let's talk about SaaS. Let's talk domain, Academy. We'll talk whatever you guys want to talk about. Come on. Bring it to Papa. Bring it. Don't be shy. And anybody else that wants to come to the panel, is there anybody else on the screen?
Nixon just came in.
All right. Nixon in the house.
Mohammed Ashraf came in.
All right, Mohammed.
And Balash.
And Balash Ray?
Mm-hmm. Roy.
Balash Roy. Why do I keep calling him Ray?
Because he spells it R-A-Y.
Well, that's Roy in anybody's language. Okay, I got it now. Let's take a look at where everybody's from tonight. We've got folks from Canada, the United States, Japan, as I might add. We've got a few Canadians here, some Indians here. We're kind of covering the globe tonight for sure. Philippines and sunny Singapore. Not too shabby, if I don't say so. All right. Let's see. John Brill is going to sing a little later. And do we have anyone from the deaf community yet that may be signing? Not yet?
Yeah.
Maybe? Maybe not. Okay. And here we go again. As far as updates on anything on passive, the only thing that I've heard of interest, or of major interest, not just rah-rah interest, is what Red's been kind of hinting at, that the 25th through the 30th of April is going to be big things coming our way. Now, whether that's the withdrawals are kicking in, whether that's more products, which Francis and I have talked about could be a possibility. I'd like to see domain hit the streets so we can get this show on the road, because, without a domain, without a website, our very own, where are we? So there's no domain, no business. So we need the business, obviously. and we do need our domain. So ODomain is probably right around the corner, and OVerify as well. OVerify is going to be very important when it comes to getting those withdrawals. And the nice thing about OVerify, and I think while we've got a minute here, I'd like to talk about that, is that everyone in ONPASSIVE, if you're a founding member, affiliate, global affiliate, whatever you are, you're going to have to prove who you are. You're going to have a picture ID. You're going to have a photo ID, and it's going to have to be a government issued ID, not one of these that you can go to Kmart or Walmart or any other old store, Walgreens, or CVS pharmacy, and just pick up an old ID. It's got to be a government issued ID. So be ready for that. If you don't already have one, it will suffice that you don't have to have a driver license. You don't have to have a passport, but those are nice. Those are easy to verify. Is you can get what's known as a state issued ID card, which tells who you are, what province or what state, city, country you're from, and has your picture on it. And that is good. And that's probably how they're going to verify at some point who we all are. So is there any other folks coming?
Patient.
Lil man.
Patience is back.
Good morning.
Okey-dokey.
And good evening. Hello everyone, good evening. And assalamu alaikum.
Hi.
Muhammad Ashraf Ansari, welcome. Namaskar. Glad you're here, brother.
Was that him?
That was him.
Oh, okay.
That was him. He spoke quickly, and the screen went dark.
Oh,
Thank you for being here, bro. We appreciate your support more than you know, and it's because of you and people like you that more and more folks from India are coming to Roblin Live, or coming to OES Asia Pacific. That's good stuff. So thank you for doing that. It means a lot to both Lynn and myself, and I'm sure Francis and Chris and Michelle and everybody else in the OES Asia Pacific. All right, now, who wants to go next? Come on now. Tell me what you're interested in with regard to subscription service. And that's basically what SaaS is all about, subscribing. And it looks like, I think I see DL. Go ahead, Dawn and DL.
Okay, thanks, Rob. Yeah, I'm interested in Academy coming up in particular, because not only am I possibly interested in teaching, I'm also interested in learning. There's two things in particular I want to learn as far as languages go, and that's Japanese. I got a little bit of background in it, not much, but some. Scotia, in other words, and I want to learn some Latin. That's something that's pretty hard to find, actually, as far as getting instructions in Latin. But that's one that I'm looking forward to as far as a service, software as a service, is the Academy. I think that's going to be massive. It's going to be great for everybody. Thanks, Rob.
All right. Well, we'll look for you teaching a course. You'll probably teach calculus, right? Will that be one of your courses you'll teach? You said you were pretty good in the higher maths. That'd be good to see.
Yeah, the math, the algebra, the geometry, and a couple others. Statistics in particular, I had that background in that also, but calc is one of them.
Well, statistics is going to be very, very important with regard to the analytics within ONPASSIVE. We're going to have statistics till the cows come home. We're going to know, it started out with OTrim. If you look at OTrim and look at the clicks that you've had in OTrim, and everybody's had clicks, no matter who you are, whether you have someone on your team, no one on your team, just by the fact you're in OTrim, you've likely had clicks. And the nice thing is that's the analytics. And with OTracker coming out now, which will be fun to have too, you'll know even more about your possible customer. And that is good stuff. To know who you're dealing with before you got to deal with them, nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say standard deviations. That's something you got to look out for too, the variables in statistics. But yeah, that's something I'm kind of rusty at. I had it in college, but I'd like to get back into it as well. Yeah, absolutely. Don?
No, I was just going to say that, the Academy is interesting to me too, because I'd like to see what I could do about doing some healthy cooking classes or something like that. Or I want to get into it and see what it's all about, how it works.
The nice thing is, if you teach something, you get paid. And I don't care whether it's $2 a person or $100 a person, just the idea that you're bringing value by teaching to the world. I mean, that's priceless, priceless. And to uplift humanity the way I think many of us will. And you know what? Uplifting humanity is not just about money. It is not. It's about bandwidth. It's about clothing. It's about food. It's about housing. It's about electricity. This load shedding nonsense has got to stop. We've got to have power for everybody. The old phrase, power to the people, we need power to the people, to where there's none of this load shedding nonsense. I think it's very unfair. And something tells me in some of those countries that have load shedding, the rich get the bulk of the electricity. And that ain't right either. So that's just, I don't mean to be political, but damn it, I'm political. Mm-hmm. That's just the way I am as a conservative. I feel strongly about that. You know, those of us who are in the middle class area, let's say, will be able to help. And it doesn't matter whether it's teaching a class, whether it's donating $10 a week for a certain thing, or getting involved with some church teaching that may be coming through Academy, or being able to teach whatever, English or Spanish or math or English literature to, I call it, well, it used to be called third world countries. I'd say countries that just need a boost. I don't like the word third world. I think that's disrespectful. So those countries that need a boost, I think ONPASSIVE is going to be here to boost. And I don't know about all of you folks, but I'm pretty proud that I'm associated with that. Because in the past, I haven't had the wherewithal to help people. I was busy trying to help myself. So it's good stuff.
Yeah, I found out over the years that basically in life, generally, you see a lot of different things as you get older. But one of the things I've found out is in stone, basically, is mathematics, because mathematics is the only thing in life that I've ever seen that really does not lie to you. There is definitely it's a definitive answer one way or the other. Even with the variables, you have variables here or there, but mathematics in particular is something I've always enjoyed, because it always tells you the truth, basically. So, you know, my strength right now, I'm kind of rusty at a lot of this, but my strength right now, I think, would be Algebra 1 and Algebra 2, just right out of the gate. I'm pretty sharp at that, but I need to brush up on a couple others. But mathematics is the only thing I found out that doesn't lie to you in life. Back to you, Rob.
All right. All right. Thank you very much. Anyone else want to chime in on this? Our topic tonight is software as a service, or software as a subscription. And brings me to, you can get anything that you want at Ashmafara's restaurant. And that's true. There's going to be one of everything, you name it, for everyone. Go ahead, Mel.
Thank you, Ron. My voice is going the other way. SaaS, SaaS, in ONPASSIVE, just keeping it to ONPASSIVE. I know it's going to be user-friendly for each and every one of us, even if we don't know much about it. Like, I know that we use it at work, but I'm not the company. I work for the company. So in ONPASSIVE, we'll be able to, as Francis was explaining earlier on, and he gave us a little bit of in-depth knowledge about SaaS, and it's going to be user-friendly. It's going to be, something that we'll really be able to use, even if we did not know much about it, as myself as well. We're not too knowledgeable about it, but it's coming, and it's something that we are going to be. It's going to be part of what we do in the company called ONPASSIVE, in our company, our own company. So I'm looking forward to every part of whatever SaaS gives us, whatever ONPASSIVE gives us, and I will be able to use it efficiently as far as it was explained to us. And it's going to be a good thing. I'm pretty sure it's going to be good.
I guarantee it's going to be good. And it'll only be as good as we help to make it, is the way I look at it. And by you folks participating with us on almost a nightly, but on a nightly basis, that's what's going to make everything rosy, as they say. So, thank you, Mel, for that.
You're
Appreciate it.
welcome.
Back to you, Dawn and Don. Go ahead. And
I'll just
Greg
make this
next.
quick. I just wanted to say a prayer for Kapil and Carmela in particular. A lot of things going on over there. So prayers for Carmela and Kapil. Thank you.
Thank you for that, DL. I'd like to say that we did speak on the phone today with Carmela, and she just has to stay safe. That's the important thing. So, prayers for her are really needed. It looks like one of the countries is doing some drone action, which is can be very deadly. So prayers out to Carmela, all of Israel, all of Palestine. No one's going to win in this war. Okay, there's going to be nothing but loss. So I think everybody needs to sit. These governments need to sit down and fess up that they've both made mistakes. They've all made mistakes, and solve the damn problem. They get paid all these millions of dollars or shekels or peso, whatever they're getting paid, and they can't solve the problem of peace. Now, give me a break here. Ronald Reagan was able to solve peace. Bill Clinton was able to bring about peace in countries. What seems to be the holdup here? From Ukraine to Israel to Palestine, it's just got to end. That's all. It's just got to end. All right, let's go to, I'll get off my soapbox, but I'm getting fired up about this, I'll tell you. Let's go to Greg. Go ahead, Greg, and then we're going over to Dorothy in Kansas. Go ahead, Greg.
Okay, thank you. I just was wanting to say that one of the things I really like about software as a service, and that what ONPASSIVE is following for a good model of software as a service, is that the fact that we have an OES and our ecosystem has a single sign-on, which I always thought was really, really good. And of course, over the period of time, our products are going to grow into the hundreds. It's not just going to be 30 or 40. It's going to be hundreds of products. And you'll only have to go one place, really, to get your software or what you want, your programs or what you need. I don't know that I want to buy all of them, of course. And some of these I'm sure are going to be free too, more coming up in the future, which will also be very well used. But I really like the idea of one single sign-on. I thought that was a really great idea for a company that we can sign on to, with just going there and then picking up what we need to go to as far as what we've bought, if we want to, or when we want to buy another tool, as I call them, or it could be platform or whatever. But anyway, I thought that was kind of a very good thing about ONPASSIVE once he had said that we were going to have a single sign-on, and which was really nice, not having to sign on to a bunch of other products. It's right there. That's all. Back to you, as I would say.
All right, back to me. We're going to Pat, and then we want to welcome our dear friend Carmela Schwartz. She's with us now. Hello, Carmela. I know it's early in Israel. You don't have to tell me it's still dark out. I know it. We'll have you speak in just a minute if you'd like to. Let's right now go to Pat Green. Go ahead, Pat.
Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing?
Good
to see you all.
Good. What do you got for us? Bring it.
I was thinking about today about, I was listening to a rabbi on YouTube talking about, just services, software. Well, he wasn't necessarily talking about software. He was talking about, reaching out to people and giving them what they need, you know, helping them with what they need. And I thought that was really interesting that tonight we have the subject of software as a service, you know, and OnPassive has a lot of things that are, you know, that are services for others, you know, that they can use in different parts of their life or different areas of their life. And I thought that was really interesting that the subject tonight was software as a service. And
Well, thank you very much.
I also want to say, Carmela, I was thinking about you today. I was talking about you to my husband. No, I wasn't gossiping. I was just saying, I get a little bit concerned about where you are, and we need to keep you in our prayers. That's what I was saying, you know, that you're safe and everything. And I'm glad you're here tonight. Very thankful. Just
And we're
wanted you to
glad
know
she's
that.
here too. That's for sure. And Pat, we have a new nickname for you. You're now known as Hot Mike Pat. Hot Mike Pat. I don't know. I got a kick out of that because I can't tell you how many times I've said things I shouldn't say. Lynn and I are talking about something, or Ollie's barking or whatever, and you know, the mic is on. We don't realize it. So you just never know there, Hot Mike. So you're now Hot Mike Green.
I have to watch and make sure that my microphone is turned off. I also
we're going to catch you again. This won't be a first or a last. I guarantee it'll happen again. Does to all of us. All right. Let's see now. Where did Carmela go? Oh, there she is.
There she is.
All right, Carmela, no one else has their hand up, and I know you're going to put your hand up, so I'm going to save myself the trouble, and I'm going to say, Carmela, what you got?
I didn't open the radio. The only news I know is from Rob.
And all I really told you was to stay safe.
I know for a few days that there is a threat from the Iranian, but I know that God save us, and the Iranian just threaten. They are not going to do nothing. They are scared from us. We are too strong. They won't touch us. They're just saying. And to close their mouths, the American said that they are coming here too, because the Iranians don't want to be in a world war. Because if the American is coming to Israel, it's going to be a world war. The British will come to, the German will come to, all the world will be involved in that. So I believe it's only talking, and we see. Time will say.
All right. Well, we'll keep saying those prayers for you.
And I went to buy some food, and I prepare myself to be few days under the floor if I need.
What did you pick up at the store?
I just prepared
What are you
myself
cooking?
not to be taken without nothing. So I bought myself some cans, food in cans, and I bought myself waters. And maybe I'm going to buy something for the electricity. It's an engine.
Oh, a generator?
Generator, yes, I will bring home, and I will be safe.
You know, you left out one very important item of food. You better get dog food.
I have four dogs. The dogs have the food before me. Last week I went to buy for the dogs four big ones. As usually I buy one, I bought four.
All right, so you're hunkering down, and you got food for the dogs.
Yeah, they will eat me. They have to eat first.
All right, we're glad you're here, Carmela. Shalom.
Nice to
Shalom.
see you, dear.
Peace to you and everybody.
It will be fine. You know, I born to Israel. I was 5 years old. I was already in a war under the ground. It was the six days wars. I was 5 years old. I remember it like it was yesterday.
Was that
and
1967?
we won in that war, and since then we are only winning. It's not winning because in a war only losing people. People dies from both sides. It's cost a lot of money. It's suffering. It gives nothing to no one. And I don't
You're
know why
right.
they started. Why they don't solve it with the peace. I'm a
Hey,
peaceful. I
I
don't
back
like.
you
I
a
don't
hundred
like
percent.
war. But it's
We're
not.
with you.
It's not in my hands. You know. I'm still a small civilians. So my children is going to leave the country. They don't want to be here anymore.
Yeah, you told us this morning. I just hope they'll be safe where they're going to. So we're
And
gonna.
and I'm staying here. I have a few things to still to do here. If I feel if I will feel that I can't be here anymore, maybe we'll go for a travel. Maybe I will come to visit you.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. The door's always open.
Okay. Thank
Uh,
you
all right.
for
Stay safe.
praying. I believe praying is helping. So pray for me.
Praying for you right as we speak.
Pray for all of us. You know, the Palestinian people don't want to but die too. You know, their
Right. No
family
one
kill
likes
themselves.
war.
Nobody wants the war. I don't know what's going on. These people should die themselves first.
Right. All right. We'll be talking to you. Stick around if you can. I know it's early morning there, but if you can stick around a little while, we'd love for you to do
I'm
that.
here. I'm here.
Okay.
I
Very
will listen.
good. All right. Who's next? Don't make me do this. Who's next? Who wants to go next? We're talking AI. We're talking software as a service. We're talking subscription service. Uh, all good. So bring all the information you can. Ask a question, and or ask more than one question. Francis Tay is here. He's happy to answer any questions. So is Chris Tiazone. Lynn and I are here. Just bring it. Go back to you there, Hot Mike.
I'm going to have to do something to get rid of that name.
I don't know you.
Anyway.
Do I need to repeat what you said?
No.
Yeah, maybe I do. Yeah, maybe I do. Hey, how's my man? Woo, doggies.
Hey, you know a
Anyway,
good thing when I got it. What can I say?
All kidding aside. All kidding aside. Go ahead, Pat.
Those are resounds, just so you guys know.
Those were resounds. That was not actually me laughing at Pat.
There's not anybody here laughing that way, just so you know.
I didn't. I took it that way, Lynn. So.
Yeah, it's the resound.
I was wondering. I missed the video about the homeless veterans, and I can't find it anywhere on YouTube. You said I could ask a question. Does anybody know how to find that? I put it in, searches and everything, and it's not bringing it up.
DL, was that you that brought up the video about the homeless vets, or someone else?
No, that was me. I was interested in working with you and Chris Johnson if he's up to it. But Chris grew up just north of me here in Detroit, so that's something that seems to be a no-brainer in my mind. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, Pat was asking if any of us knew where the link was to watch that video about the homeless vets. I know there's other videos on YouTube about that, Pat. Just type in homeless vets, and you'll get a smattering of things there as well.
Okay. I just think it's sad for a country that's, that people have served and given their lives for, that they're out on the streets. I don't agree with that at all. I think that, we need to take care of the people that take care of us. So that's my opinion about that. But I want to see if I can find the video on it, and I'll keep looking. But I was just wondering because I think I missed a good video and something that, maybe I know ONPASSIVE is going to be doing some things about it, and I'm excited about that, and that's why I keep telling my husband that's one of the things I want to do is help with the homeless vets.
Well,
Yeah,
that'll be very nice.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at research also, Pat. So if I run across something on YouTube, I'll gladly share it with you and Rob as well.
Thank you, Dio.
Well, while we're speaking of homeless vets, briefly, I just want to say there is a service that maybe all of you can pass around. It's called, it's hashtag 211, and that gives information for everything. Anybody that's in any trouble in terms of mental health, anybody that's in any trouble financially, anybody that's homeless, and it speaks directly about homeless vets. That there are services available for homeless veterans around the United States anyway, and that's simply by calling. And I told the lady that I had spoken to recently about it that I would mention it, on one of our broadcasts, and that's just dialing 211, and it will bring up the national hotline for homeless vets, for people who aren't able to pay their electric bill or their water bill or whatever. And there are agencies out there that will help, and that's one way of. If you know of anybody that needs some help, please have them call 211 if they can. Okay.
Rob, may I break in for a second?
Yeah, I saw your hand. I was getting ready to call on you, but you lowered your hand. Go ahead, John.
I was just going to say, speaking of homeless vets, I will have information available. There's something in ONPASSIVE that Milo Davis has started called Global World Changers. And there are affiliate accounts available in Global World Changers. One of them happens to be called Thank a Vet. And if somebody were to acquire one of these affiliate accounts, some of the information you might get of where to help some of those homeless vets, well, this account, if you had one of these accounts called Thank a Vet, you would earn money for veterans. And I would imagine that you could direct that money to whatever you discover in how to help these homeless vets. I won't say anything more about it right now, but Milo Davis is in charge of this Global World Changers. I'm helping him out, and we will make available to DL and Pat and other people later on more specific information about these accounts. I just wanted to mention it, though. It's a direct way that you could help through ONPASSIVE by having one of these accounts where the money would go. Well, you would direct where it would go to, but it would have to go to vets. I won't go any more about it, but you'll have information coming from me and Milo very soon.
All right,
Thanks,
very good. Why don't you invite Milo to come to one of our broadcasts? He used to attend quite
well.
I
will do that. I will do that. Yes.
And we would be more than happy to have him, speak for 10, 15 minutes about that, about what he's doing.
Exactly. Well, he should come and talk in general about Global World Changers. I will talk to him about that. Yes.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you. Thank you. Anybody else coming in?
Thank you, John.
Nope, nobody else coming in. Okay. We may be ready for a John song. If you're up for it, John. It's only 9:38, but is that okay?
Yeah.
Sure, but I want to get rid of my background first, so give me a second or two here.
Go ahead and take 2 seconds.
Let's see what happens. Hold on. It's hard to get rid of, so let me just try here for a moment. Okay. Now I got to refresh, so I'll be right back.
Okay, we may end a little early tonight with the formal part of the broadcast, if that's all right. But let's go ahead and have a song from JJB the Tin Man. Go ahead, John. Oh, you're going to get rid of your background. That's right. All right. Let me just go around the horn, make sure there's nobody else that wanted to speak. Let's see. I don't see any hands up at the moment. Does anybody need any help with anything? Do you have any questions about anything within OnPassive? There's a few of us here that can probably answer whatever questions you got.
Sukanti's coming in. Welcome, Sukanti.
I'm back whenever you need me. Let me know.
Go ahead, John. We're ready for you, brother.
All right. Okay. Oh boy, I got a bit to talk about here because I'm going to fulfill DL's request from I guess last week or 3 days ago. I can't remember. I'm all over the place. Anyhow, so he requested a song called "The City of New Orleans," which is an Arlo Guthrie. Well, he didn't write the song, but it's one of Arlo Guthrie's biggest hits. Excuse me. Anyway, it's also interesting, though. I'm going to tell a little bit about, of course, the song and the artist, as I like to do, to make it a little more interesting before I ruin it by singing. Anyway, so Rob, we have a line that I wrote into our theme song that is, very much connected to Arlo Guthrie and Alice's Restaurant, in that it's about Alice's Restaurant, but we say you can get anything that you want at Alice's at Ash Mufarah's Restaurant. So we made a little change from Alice's Restaurant to Ash Mufarah's Restaurant. So we have this connection now to Arlo Guthrie. Now, beyond that, let me get my information because it's really kind of interesting. The whole thing about Arlo and the song and that line from Alice's Restaurant, the whole thing is that he was born in 1947. He's the oldest son of folk icon Woody Guthrie, very famous folk singer Woody Guthrie, and professional dancer Marjorie Mazia Guthrie. And he grew up surrounded by folk legends, Pete Seeger, Sonny Terry, Brownie McGee, Ramblin' Jack Elliott, and on and on and on. So you can imagine. And guess what? In Brooklyn, he's a folk singer, but grew up in Brooklyn, New York. So anyway, what's my voice? Excuse me. Anyhow, so I just want to say a little bit about him now. Just recently, he's 75 years old, just like me. He also is from my era, 75, the same age. He's got long flowing hair, which used to be dark brown like my own. And I once had, back in the day, long flowing hair. The difference is Woody never cut his. So even today, he's got silver gray, beautiful, long shoulder length gray hair. And anyhow, silver curls, they refer to it, experienced recently health issues. And he announced in 2020, just 4 years ago, that he was retiring from touring. But he's coming back. In fact, he's back now. This year, I believe, he's got a tour that's starting a new stage show of his music. So he's out there and he's back again. Also, there's a story about his most famous song, and it became a movie, Alice's Restaurant. And the whole thing was, he was there was Vietnam War. We were talking about bad wars. Well, all war is bad, but you talk about bad wars. Vietnam War was a pretty bad. I won't get into it, but anyway, Arlo was arrested back in the day for littering, and it led him to be deemed not morally fit enough to join the army. And that's why he never served in the army or in Vietnam, because at that time they told him, because he was convicted of littering, that he wasn't fit to be in the army. Anyway, that's a little thing about Arlo there. And just to make it interesting, the movie of Alice's Restaurant, it takes place during that era. There's also kind of a story about the restaurant, how a woman who bought it with some money she had for $2,000 in Massachusetts, and it was an old deserted church, and that's what became a restaurant. Her and her husband lived in it, became a restaurant, became famous in the story of Arlo Guthrie's life at the time because of his connection to Alice's Restaurant. So that's enough about Arlo, and and this is that was his most famous song. However, the song we're going to sing now is another one of his great hits. that he did not write. A guy named Dave Goodman wrote it, who also recorded it himself back in the day. Didn't have a hit with it, though. Also, I believe, second here, Willie Nelson had it on an album in 1984, and it wasn't a hit. The only one that had a hit with it was Arlo back in 1972, I think, or something like that. So anyway, we're going to sing a version of, for DL, this is his request, City of New Orleans. It's a great song. It's a really great folk song. So here we go. Let me just get the screen set up. Make sure my speaker's still on. Yep, I got lucky. It's still on. Okay, I'll be ready in a second here. Oh, here we go. Riding in the city of New Orleans, Illinois Central, New Orleans, city of New Orleans. Okay, there you go. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Johnny. Very nice. Okay, we've got a hand up. Looks like Miss Sukanti. Go ahead, Sukanti. Would like to speak?
Hello. Hello.
Yes, hello.
Myself Subhas Masanto and husband of Sukanti Masanto.
Oh, I see.
Okay, go ahead, sir. We'd love to hear from you. From India, right?
Okay. Namaste. I'm from India, and it's a great pleasure and honor also for me that you have given me a scope and chance to say something on this platform. And myself by profession, I'm an advocate, and it's a great pleasure to be a founder of ONPASSIVE, and moreover, it's a great business throughout the world. It's because sitting a small town in Balasore, we can do some business throughout more than 200 countries. It's a great pleasure for us. And I think there are 5 most disruptive business in the world. And out of those 5 disruptives, like blockchain technology, 3D technology, and this is a great digital marketing company doing the MNC types of business with a small participation, which we cannot do in other business. And I have a lot of expectations and also we have some duty. And I think Mr. As Mufare is doing excellent works throughout his life. And moreover, we are sitting at small towns, but we have not thought about Mr. As Mufare, who is doing excellent work out. I think more than 18 hours he might have been working, and it's a great business. And he's only working for the humanity. And I think in future he should be considered for the Nobel Peace Prize. It's my view. If everything goes okay and everything goes as per our expectations, he should be considered for the Nobel Peace Prize in future. Okay.
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 Thank you. Hey, you're very
Thank you.
articulate, sir. Your English is wonderful, and thank you for being. Please come back again. You and Sukanti.
Thank you.
All right, sir. Let's go to Carmela. You were up a little bit ago. Let's hear from Fern, and then we'll go back to you, Carmela, if that's all right. Go ahead, Fern.
Hi.
Hello?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
You're audible.
Okay. I got the background up, and I'm happy that I got on the chat Roblin Live Messenger. I was able to get the background from there, and now I know how to do it. So, hooray.
Yeah, good job,
Good
Greg.
stuff.
Thank you.
That's what we're here for.
All right.
Thank you.
You're
All right.
welcome.
Thank you. We appreciate you coming. You've been here just about every night, so thank you. Appreciate you. Let's now go to back to Carmela. Go ahead there, Schwartzy.
Hello.
Hello.
I want to say thank you to John for the great song. And I wanted to say yesterday you were a song and I put it in my Facebook and someone wrote to me something to tell you. I don't know if you saw. I copied it and I said you in a private message. So check it.
Okay.
And I would like to say I see that you are worried about me. I'm safe. My home is not going to break. Nobody is going to kill me or my country. The Iranians just want to make a noise. You know, they are like a dogs. They are just barking. They are not going to bite us. It's okay.
Okay. Thank you, Carmela. We'll still send prayers out, though. Just stay safe. Take care of the doggies.
I will. It's okay. I will.
All right.
And
Thank
Carmela,
you.
I did get the photo. I don't know if I read the private message yet, but I put it. It's on my Facebook also. What you sent me, I put it on my Facebook.
Okay.
All righty. Anyone else have anything for us? You're more than welcome to speak your piece or forever hold it. No. Anybody else?
Today everybody's speechless, you know. It's a hard situation, but Israel is using to war. It's not the first time we are in a war. You there don't know what is a war. We are threatened every day. If it's Iranian, if it's Lebanon, if it's Gaza, always something's happen here. So we are used to live in a hard situation. So
Well,
we
better
go
days,
to the
better
morning
days
and
are
we
coming.
don't think about it and
Better days are coming.
continue. We have
Okay,
no
better days.
choice, you know, life is strong from everything.
All right, better days are coming, woman. I see it coming. Better days are coming, just around the corner. Let me, before we close.
Okay, so buy me a ticket. I'm coming to you.
Ticket. Okay. All right. You're more than welcome. All right. Let's see. No one else seems to have a hand up. Francis, do you have any closing remarks about software as a service? Go ahead if you do.
All I can say is I'm ready to subscribe.
What was a figure you mentioned earlier about the revenue?
300 billion, and I saw that in 3 different spots.
In 2025, the market cap.
300 billion.
300 billion. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind take 1%. You want 10%, I give to you 10%. I take 1%.
Well, you know,
I'll take 1/10 of 1%. I'd be happy with that.
you know, it's very realistic that ONPASSIVE could get 10 or 20% of that market. Very realistic.
But it's also realistic that no one knows what ONPASSIVE is going to build. We only have one product released, and if the statistic or statistician just think that we only have OConnect, they are wrong. We have 49 over 2s coming up soon.
All right. That's exciting stuff. It's exciting. The momentum is certainly building. You can hear it in Redfern's voice and some others. And I'm pretty pumped up myself. I'm ready to really kick this thing into high gear. And we'll still be here as long as Ash doesn't kick us off the air, which that's his prerogative. So we'll see what happens. We're going to stay for now and do what we can to bring you today's news today. And we'll break in at some time if we hear of anything in particular that is of interest. We do check the OES ticker. I check it, and I know Lynn does many times a day because we're logging in and out, in and out, in and out. And we check the back office. So we're on it. So when we find something out, you'll find it out, and we'll make sure, we'll do the research to make sure it's not buff, fluff, and muff, which is, fake news. It'll be the real deal for those of you here. So I think we're going to sign off for tonight.
Can I
if
say
that's okay.
something?
Oh, yes. Is that
Whoever that is, go ahead.
Lonnie, I think. I don't know.
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay. Hi, welcome.
Hi. I just wanted to say thank you guys for everything that you guys do for us. The training, the community, just being together, it makes us all whole. And I also wanted to say thank you to Mr. Ash, all the ONPASSIVE tech team, the media, everybody who works for ONPASSIVE that is trying to make our dreams come true. Most of us, ONPASSIVE is our last hope. Most of us, we've worked all our lives, non-stop, trying to take care of our children, trying to make ends meet. We dive into different businesses, trying to make money to add to the regular jobs that we do, and trying to make money for our retirement. But no matter how much we work, we know we don't have enough for retirement. So no matter how old we are, we can't even retire unless our body gives up. We've delved into a lot of businesses that we would look at and would think that, oh, this is it. And like as we've all experienced, when we see something, we say, oh, this is the final one. And then we call our friends, we call our families, we tell them, look, this business is beautiful. This is it. The first time, the second time, they come in, the third time. After that, they avoid us. But like most of the rich people in life, they didn't give up when the first business they delved into didn't work. Second, third, fourth, fifth. Some people, hundreds, and nothing comes out of it. But we know that just sitting in one place and not doing nothing, not trying to find that business that will do it for us, is not the answer. So we keep pushing. And then we found ONPASSIVE. When I heard about ONPASSIVE, my friend called me and said, Lonnie, I want you to come into ONPASSIVE. Join them and see what this is all about. And I told her, you know what? I will join because you're asking me to join. And she said, no, don't join because I'm asking you to join. Go and read about ONPASSIVE. I mean, there was really nothing much for us to read about ONPASSIVE. And I told her, I said, okay, I went to Google like most people would do. And I read about the things they had to say about ONPASSIVE. It wasn't encouraging. And I told her, I said, look, I don't want to do a business where I have to go searching for people to come join me. I've done that several times and it hasn't paid me. And I'm not a marketer. If I see something and I believe in it, I talk about it and I tell people about it. But I'm not a marketer. I can't do it. And she said, no, Lonnie, it's not. This is different. And I said, well, you asked me to go do the research and I've done the research and I'm not joining. So 6 months later, she came back again and she said, Lonnie, you have to join me. I can't be the only one in ONPASSIVE. You have to join me. And I said, okay, are you ready for me to join without going and looking at what ONPASSIVE is about? She said, okay, just join. So I did. And then I attended the webinar. The first webinar I attended was Charles Osong's webinar. And he broke down ONPASSIVE. And when I listened to what he had to say about ONPASSIVE, oh my God, I was blown away. And I said, what? I said, no. And I started sharing ONPASSIVE with my family, with my friends. But they, like usual, everybody says, oh, no, 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 no. I said, look, come. Yes, some of them entered. And you know the funny thing? The ones who never entered any business, they were the ones that joined ONPASSIVE with me. Those ones who would tell me, Lani, don't come near me. I don't want anything. But they saw it, they saw that they didn't have to talk to people. A few of them joined me. Very few. And I listened to Ash. Oh my God. I was blown away when I listened to Mr. Ash. Everything he said, everything he wanted to do for us. And when they started developing OMail, he showed us everything. And in my mind, I'm going, is this real? Is this real? I kept saying that to myself every time. He would show us something new that they had done. And then finally, during, all I kept saying to myself is, I need to experience this myself. And then during the FIFA World Cup, they said, we can now go in. And I saw the product and I'm going, wow. So everything he's been saying, and if you look at it, everything that he's told us right from the beginning, he has done every single thing. Nothing that he told us that he hasn't done. So when I see people who are founders, who still have doubts, yes, it's taking longer. Because most of us, when we came in, we thought it was just, bam, 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 and it's there. But the more you're in and you're attending webinars and you're attending meetings, you realize that this is not a small project. This is a massive project. And I'm so glad that he never listened to the founders complaining that we want this thing to be launched. Look at what we have now. Every day, they keep doing something new. OConnect. Look at how beautiful OConnect is. Yes, most of us, we don't really need OConnect because we don't actually do webinars. But when you're in it and you see everything, how do you doubt ONPASSIVE? The world is going to know ONPASSIVE. Once they try OConnect, OConnect is our first paid product. OMail, even the way OMail is now, it is beautiful. It is fantastic. Not to talk of OTrim. You get a URL, you shorten it, you're able to share it. You can customize it with your name and send it to people. When they see, they know it's from you. You can see how many people have clicked into your shortened link, your QR code. Oh my God. I tell people, I'm better at one-on-one than social media. I don't do social media. I'm trying, but it's not really me. But I'm still trying because I know talking to people one-on-one, it's a long process. But I enjoy telling people, and I keep telling people, I said, look, stop going to Google to go research. Come in and look at it. If you don't like it, delete it. And when you delete, you will definitely come back to ONPASSIVE. I just want to say thank you to Mr. Ash because I know that our dreams, our hopes, everything we've wanted to do in our lives, to help people, to help family, to help friends, We don't talk to people and tell them to come because we want to make money from them. No, we want a situation where it is that when we make money, our friends and our family, they will make money too, just like we are making, so that you don't give handouts. You guys want to go enjoy yourself, they can afford it. You guys want to do something, they're on par with you. Because you being the only one who is up there and others are down there, it is no fun. But if everybody is together on the same level, on the same playing field, you guys, I mean, the sky's the limit for you. And that's why we have to keep talking to our friends, our neighbors, anybody we meet. I can't wait for OConnect to launch officially and go global so that I mean we can help people. There's so many people around that need help. They might not take it from us, but we just try. All I can
Well,
say
that's all.
is
That's all any of us can do is try, and we appreciate all your comments tonight, Lonnie. Excellent stuff. Excellent stuff. And you can see, you can hear that's from your heart. That's not just something you read off a script. So that's good stuff. And we appreciate you very much.
I appreciate all of you. And thank you very much. Most of the time I can't talk. So that's why I don't talk. But I'm always here listening to you guys.
All
I
right.
appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you, and good weekend to you. And let's, Pedro, have you got something for us before we go? Pedro Jose Estrada Saladas.
Thank you, Rob. Thank you, Lynn. I feel the same way as the sister, how she expressed herself. Our faith in ONPASSIVE has grown because of what the promises have been delivered. Here, proof of that is this superior product that we have, OConnect, that we're using every day to communicate, to chat, to learn. This is good stuff. I mean, so that if that doesn't build your faith in the promises that have been made, well, there is something that you need to re-examine. But yeah, I really go along with the sentiment that the sister expressed. Now, yeah, I have planted seeds in the past. Today, I happened to see one that I did, and all I had to tell her, you remember when I talked to you about this? Now I have the platform. She says, well, send it to me. I want to know what, you know. So it's matter of just sharing, and it's good stuff. I appreciate, I wasn't here, I was out, but I needed to come back and say something, say hello. Appreciate you, Rob and Lynn, and everyone else in the panel that are always willing to share their knowledge. Thank you, Rob.
All right, brother. Thank you, and buenas noches to you. Let's, well, I think that may be a wrap other than Sifu Francis. Go ahead, Francis, and we'll call it a night after you. Go ahead, sir.
I think I want also to say how personally I was encouraged by Sister Lonnie when she started to text me about her post, checking whether the post is correct or not. I was blown away because knowing that she is so introvert, so quiet, and taking the step to contact me and ask me for help, and that one is really, thank you, Lonnie, for doing what you're doing. I'm sure you will find your dream come true soon. And I want to tell Greg Hill, congratulations for you. You are now in hashtag OES Classroom #1. You are now on the top of OES Classroom hashtag #1. Go and Google it. Hashtag
Thank you.
OES Classroom.
Domo. Arigato gozaimashita. Thank you so much.
Arigato.
Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you, Francis. Thank you. Thank you, Greg. Thank you, everybody, for being here tonight. We're going to call it an early night. We'll be back tomorrow evening. I should have a topic, Greg, hopefully either tonight or first thing in the morning, very early. And I'll get to work on that.
Hurry up,
I'll
Robert.
get to work on it. I
Hurry
promise.
up. Hurry up, would you?
Thank you. Love you all. Love you, Daddy.
We love you right back. Let's do this. We need at least one picture. If you don't mind, we can do all the love sign or whatever sign you want. Just one picture here. If anybody wants to turn their background on briefly, that'd be good.
The calculator.
Yeah, we probably don't need the calculator just yet.
That wasn't me, was it?
Let's go on the count of three. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. All right. Yeah. How's that look? Good? All right. Very nice. So again, thank you to everybody. Tomorrow is Heroes Q&A at, usually it's a Q&A at 2 p.m. That's about all I got for you tonight. And I want to say salute to all military veterans, salute to all active duty military, salute to all first responders, and you know it, here it comes, a double, triple, quadruple salute to you guys. Thank you.
Good night. Love you all from Brooklyn.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Stay safe.
Turn those
Thanks for the
mics
song,
on.
John. Thanks for the song, John. Good rest.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Love you all. Pray for us and it will be fine.
Love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye,
Thanks for the
ma'am.
song, Mr. Tin Man.
John sir, namaste, namaste, namaste.
Love you.
Thank you, Francis. Francis Tay.
Thank you, Robin Lynn.
Awesome, Jeff.
Love you, lovely. Love you, lovely.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, Keiko.
Bye.
Bye, Carmel.
I love ONPASSIVE. I love lovely.
I love you.
You're
Love you.
Love you all.
Way to go. Way to go.
We need to go.
Yeah. Batman.
John sir, beautiful singer. You are great.
Yeah, me. T.O. Me too.
Me 3. Anybody for me 4?
Before I was send you a personal message in Messenger. Please reply to me.
Sir, balloon.
Okay, see you later, John.
Take care of Annabelle. Enjoy.
Bye.
Annabelle, enjoy.